Well, I'm back for another review today of another Ohana ukulele. But first of all, have you ever heard of Roy Smeck? His last name is spelled S-M-E-C-K, also known as the Wizard of Strings. If you have not, or you've not really done any research or seen any of his playing, I highly recommend that you go on YouTube and look at some of the playing that he does of the ukulele. He is amazing. And he's called the Wizard of Strings because he can basically play anything with strings. Well, today we're going to look at the Vita Uke by Ohana, which is a loose copy, if you will, of a ukulele that Harmony made for Roy Smeck in the 1900s, mid to late 1920s up till 40 or so. That ukulele was an all-solid mahogany. Now Ohana builds two, both with solid spruce tops, one that is laminated mahogany back and sides, and one that is rosewood, laminated rosewood back and sides. So today I want to look at the VK-70R. This is the rosewood version, and I wanted to put it in a concert gig bag because this is kind of an unusual ukulele size-wise. It has a soprano scale of 14 3/4, but it will not fit in a soprano gig bag or case. So this is a concert gig bag, and I want you guys to look and see how this fits. It fits, but you can see the prominent feature of it is that the lower bout is too wide for the soprano case or gig bag. Ohana does build a hard shell case that is this shape. This is a pear shape. This is a pear shape ukulele. So what I want to do is just take some time to look at this, play it a little bit. When I got this from Mim and Mim's Ukes, and I've got to say, you know, a couple of days ago I was looking at my wall of all the Ukes, and the ones I tend to play more, I noticed were the smaller soprano and sopraninos, and this is a soprano, by the way. And they're all set up by Mim. She just does a great job. She does a great job setting them up. She's the nicest person in the world, and I just love her so much, and the way she does her setups. And I saw this on her website. Love the top. It's like, I hate to use the word perfect, but it's just a beautiful, tight-grained soprano, solid spruce top. Just beautiful. And then I saw the picture of the back, the laminate rosewood and the sides. Gorgeous. And this beautiful cream binding. It has cream binding front and back. Rosewood bridge, slotted bone saddle, bone nut. Has the rosewood fingerboard. There's your bone nut. It's got a satin mahogany. This is a satin finish by way of the whole uke. Mahogany neck. Grover tuners. Really lovely. Love those. And a real nice Ohana on the top there. Now, a couple of things. First of all, you'll notice that I added the side dots. I've tried playing without them. I'm just too old to. I've got to have side. I don't need these on top, by the way. I never use those, but I do need them on the side. And these are a loose interpretation of what Harmony did with their Vita Uke, the seal sound holes. They're a little different, but they look like seals to me. So just and of course the advantage to this, not only do you get great volume, but the pear shape gives you access up here. You can play higher on your 12 fret fingerboard. So 1 3/8 inch nut, 13 3/4 inch scale. So most sopranos are around 13 1/2. This is a little longer. It is not a concert scale of 15. It's not even 14. I measured it just a minute ago. So Ohana has done a fantastic job of building this. It's very clean inside and out. It is a one piece here, appears to be a one piece top, and the side is all one piece here. There's no seam here. So it's going to be a little more difficult for me when I finally get to the point where I want a strap pin for it. But we'll get that somewhere down the road. Just a beautiful, beautiful instrument. Now, one of the things that I've noticed, I've been playing a lot of Sopranino. You've seen the review there, Soprano, and this particular instrument. And when I bought it, Mim said, you know, if you want bark, you'll get bark with this. It does that. But finger picking, it sounds great too. It's got nice sustain. And as you know, if you know anything about sopranos, you know that their biggest issue is sustain. But this instrument seems to do well in both areas, both strumming and finger picking. Now, the one thing I did do is I took off the Aquillas. I have Martin 600 fluorocarbon soprano concert strings on all my sopranos. The main reason for that is they sound great and they're so inexpensive. I mean, if you buy them from Sweetwater, you can get 3 sets for under $5 a set. They'll ship it for free. How can you beat that? You get in like 3 days. So I've been doing that. Now, I do love Living Water strings. I love their soprano strings. I may replace these at some time. When I pick out a uke, maybe I'm going to take that Allegheny uke Soray. I may add, you know, the Living Water strings. Living Water strings are a little more substantial. They're a little bit thicker, not a lot. And they sound great, but they're, you know, 2.5, 3 times more than a set of these. And these sound fantastic. So. So you can see, you want to strum it, you want volume, you want some bark in it, you've got that with this ukulele. You want to finger pick. I mean, it goes up the register, so a little Christmas time is here. I think it sounds great. I'm still working on holding the sopranos and sopraninos. This particular body shape really helps me. It probably doesn't look like it, but it does. And I'm still working on that. I'm trying. But this body shape has a lot of advantages. It is a little unique, which I really like. The sound holes are unique. It makes it, because of the ball, I think it's because of this bout. It's easy to hold. This is nice here for me. And it sounds, I think, a little unique. It plays great. And not everybody's got one of these. So there's a rosewood version. That's this one, VK-70R. And there's also a VK-70, which is mahogany, laminated mahogany back and sides. Highly recommend it. And if you do want to get a gig bag, a concert gig bag, obviously, as I showed you for the lower bout, but this is a soprano scale, 13 3/4. So just from it, and that also makes it kind of unique too. It's a little bit bigger when you hang it on the wall with the other sopranos, but it's got the same scale. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. The Ohana Vita Uke, touch base with Mem. She's getting a bunch of ukes in for Christmas. I think she said 180 of them or something like that. And she's also got some new kamakas that she just posted also. So check her out. Check this out. Hope you enjoy the review. Another one next week. God bless. Bye-bye.